Very good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year to all of you.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir. Good morning,
Good morning,
sir.
sir.
Happy New
Happy New Year.
Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Good morning, sir. Happy New Year.
Great,
Happy New
great,
Year,
great
sir.
to
Good
see
morning,
you all.
sir.
So let us, everyone, please on with your cameras.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, people are still joining. Great, good. So there was a long break, I suppose.
Very
इधर म्यूट करना ही पड़ेगा. Yeah. So after a long break, we are meeting. So great to see you all with all of your cameras on, and I can see a big screen over here. I hope you are also able to see the same.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is an option which tells you to just large gallery preview. If you just go with that, you can see everyone. So those who are on mobile, their things are not means their photograph is coming very small. Those who are on laptops, they are coming properly. I don't know how do you manage class on being on mobile itself. So it's always good to be on laptop because there you can, write certain things, you can do certain things, some typing and all, everything can happen. And I think it provides a better connectivity also because when you are with your laptop, you are mostly with your LAN connections. Anyways, so welcome back after a very long time. So let us just uh, uh, see that how many of you are remembering what we did in the last class, and that what is a trend also
Sir,
that yeah.
I WhatsApp you. I'll explain what happened in last class. Though I'm traveling, but then also.
Great Anupama, please carry on.
Sir, you called me Anupama.
uh, Anupama Verma, right?
Jayati, she is.
Not me. Jayati.
Hold on. Yes, first raise your hand, those who want to.
Sir, Jaiti.
Vartika, okay, Vartika, yeah, please Vartika tell. Yes, Vartika ji.
Sir, Jaiti.
Vartika only raise the hand. I told Vartika, Jayati, you didn't raise the hand. What I can do? Okay, Jayati, you start.
Okay, so in last class you told us about the literature review. Basically,
Okay.
about the primary source and the secondary source. Like primary source are the first hand evidences that are left behind, and secondary source are the less easily defined. And basically secondary sources, they are not the evidences. This is the main difference between the primary source and secondary source, and we
Uh-huh.
consider literature review generally as a secondary source. In secondary source we have bibliography. In primary source we have artifacts, interview, newspaper articles and all that. Now the question arises, why the gap in literature review occurs? Because there are some relevant questions which are not asked. Like, the question has not been addressed in the given domain. The question never been asked before, and question was asked, but the method was questionable.
Okay.
And you told us about the pitfalls. The
Jayati, where is your
first
video?
pitfall, sir, I can't on the video. I'm on phone and I'm traveling. I'm on the way.
So we will also see the scenario scenes outside your window.
Oh, so sir, this is this. Are you okay with the disturbances?
Why not? No problem. Carry on.
Okay.
Disturbances would have come, that would have come by your sound and voice. Yes, Jayati. So still not, we are not disturbed. Is anyone feeling disturbed? Not at all. Yeah, Jayati, carry on.
Okay, then you told about the pitfalls, that is internet is a good literature source or not, or we can trust trade magazines and journal or not. And the what was the pick of the class, that the work should be understandable by a layman.
Absolutely. That is for most important thing. That work must be understandable properly by a layman, and your language should be like that. Even whenever you are expressing yourself, maybe you may be from any domain. Mostly the problem happens with people those who are from science domain and engineering domain. Engineering also they explain it well, but science people, they do not want to come out, or they don't come out of especially in mathematics, that mostly they are not at all able to express what actually they want to, particularly in case of when they have done a literature review, right? So that sometimes creates a problem. Okay, anyways, so yeah, anything else, Jayati? Yes, Jayati, anything else? Yeah, anyone else? Anything else? Yes, come on. Anupama, your mic is again on. You want to say something?
Sorry, sir. I think it was by mistake.
Okay, no problem. Fine. So anyone, anything else? Yes. So Jayati has well explained the things, that why we do literature review and how we do it, and how it is important, and why it is important, and what is the actual feature, means what should be done and what it should depict. So well explained by her. Yeah. So let us proceed further today with the what you can say is the data collection portion. Okay, so we will be discussing about the data collection today. So we have already discussed about the literature review in the previous class. So today we will be discussing about the data collection, how the data is collected, and how can you better, you can say, understand and know that the data which you have collected is what, and how it says and explains the things, right? So let us just proceed further with the data collection portion, right? So hope you can see the shared screen. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So data collection and the methods of the data collection we will be discussing. So what the data is, we have already been explaining. We have already gone through that, what data is, what are the various types of data also we have gone with. Okay, so data can be defined as a quantitative or qualitative value of a variable. Example, number, images, word, figure, fact, and ideas. Now this particular data, previously what used to happen, that data we used to explain in the form that if somebody tells you this word data, what comes in the mind? The thing which comes in the mind, that there will be a table, okay, and in that table there will be some columns and some rows, and some things will be filled about. Okay, so this is what we imagine the data like. But the definition of data today has totally changed after the arrival of this particular, what you call is the big data analytics and all. This particular thing which is called data has totally been changed. So in data now, images, videos, even your anything, means the posture and gesture in which you are standing, what you are means all those things which can be observed is a data. Now we have also studied about what the observation, if you remember, I told you about what the observation is. Observation is nothing but all the five senses which God has given us, that works and they give us some data. Consider our mind as a computer, you can say. So what will be the sources from which it will be receiving information? It will be receiving information by eyes, by nose, by our tongue, or you can say by mouth, by ears, So 4 senses are these, and one more senses which is called touch sense. Okay, so these 5 senses we have, and sometimes we also try to, have that sixth sense, that we try to anticipate certain data which we even if we do not have access of the same. So that data is also a data for us. But fortunately, unfortunately, this data has not been properly come into the artificial intelligence which has come up. Rest all the data can be observed, especially the data which we see from our eyes is the most important data which we considered as a data, particularly when we are doing research, because we are going with this I have already told you, qualitative and quantitative data. So if the data is qualitative and quantitative, you have to see it by your eyes, and you have to understand it. Okay, oh wow, this is what it is. So eyes are the most important, you can say, which tells you about that what the data is and how can you sense the data. But I have already told you that the definition of data in today is totally changed. That's why, because of that, this data analytics has come into picture, and data sciences has been developing as a new emerging or upcoming domain of knowledge in which the researches will happen in the near future. And most of you are also doing some of you are doing your research on data sciences, or you can say data analytics. Somebody asked me also sometimes before that, sir, are you comfortable with this data analytics portion if you want to write a paper? So, and I didn't heard anything afterwards even. Anyways, so these so this is the thing. So this is the lowest unit of the information from which the other measurements and analysis can be done. So this is the unit of measurement which is the basic. You can say you have to start with this, the data. And data is one of the most important and the vital aspect of the research study, because without data, research is not possible. And let me tell you, without data, nothing in this world is possible. A person who has taken birth instantly starts collecting data from there itself. Okay, as soon as we have come to this world, we start sensing the things. Okay, and as soon as we keep on growing ourselves, then we start interpreting the things, right? Oh, acha, this is hot, this is cold. Okay, if I will be exposed more towards you can say hot, I may get hurt. Okay, and as the season changes, the child, or we start feeling certain temperatures, and we start analyzing the things that, oh, without mask, if I will go out, there is a problem that can occur to me. The recent thing which we have observed. Okay, and we have started reacting, or you can say we have started doing the things accordingly, according to the senses, according to the things which we are doing. Okay, so these all things helps us in interpreting and then further analyzing the data. Okay, somebody asked, I think Ritu madam asked in the previous classes, sir, what is the difference between interpretation and analysis? Right, Rituji, you asked this question, I suppose.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So so as soon as we keep on, when we have more and more access to the things, the interpretation and analysis works accordingly. Okay, so seeing to the situation, seeing to the data we have, we try to interpret and analyze. Okay, if we wrongly interpret, for sure analysis will definitely be wrong. Okay, and for that we must have a proper data, or you can say we must have a correct data. So that's why this data collection is so important. The data collection is very important in our research, is that if we are able to collect a proper data, if we are able to collect a correct data, then only our interpretation and analysis will be correct. Otherwise, what will happen? People will consider us as a responsible person, because the responsibility of doing research is with us, and whatever findings of the research which we will be doing or we will be proposing will definitely be interpreted and analyzed and applied. What is the step after analysis? What is the step? What our PhD should be for, or you can say what is the use of our PhD? So when you collect the data, when you interpret it, when you analyze it, and when it is applied at that time, and at that particular time only, the use is you can say depicted, or it is applicable. Okay, so the research which we are using, but the research which we are doing must be application based, and that application based can be done only if we have a correct data, correctly interpreted, correctly analyzed, and then only it can be correctly used. Okay, so this is what it is, and that is the reason why the methods of data collection has to be properly studied, right? So that we are able to collect the data in a better way. Yeah, Apurva ji, you have some question, please.
Sir, I have this question that is the interpretation of data subjective to one's own perspective?
It's not actually. See, what the thing is, data is a data, right? What happens? There are certain things which are already existing, that what we call is a secondary data. Okay, so secondary data is already there. When you are collecting a primary data, then these type of questions arise, what you have just now asked, and it's a very, very good question. Now, is data subjective to what we are collecting? Yes, to some extent it is subjective, because you try to collect that data only which is useful for you. Okay, we just ignore, because this entire world is full of data. And as I have told you, the process of research starts from the generalization to specification. So when we are specifically seeing certain things, so we have to collect data keeping in mind that specific thing only. Okay, but it should not be biased in any sense.
Sir, I think I have not really understood the difference between interpretation and analysis, because gathering the data on basis of bias is one thing, and my question was, sir, whether we interpret the data depending on one's own bias. Then, sir, please could you explain again what is interpretation and what is analysis?
Yeah, biasness should never be there. Interpretation and analysis is a step. You can say first you interpret and then you analyze. Interpretation is whatever results you are getting out of the data. Suppose you have applied certain test. The result, reporting of the results is the interpretation. Okay, now you are analyzing. Analyzing means to what extent. Don't worry, this you will not be able to understand it in such a easy manner. Unless you yourself do an interpretation analysis, then only you will be able to understand it. Don't worry, I will share one of my research paper with you, in which you can clearly see that I have that is suppose I have a, let me just tell you, because you have not, I don't know whether you have studied factor analysis or not in your part B or not. So factor analysis is one of the tool, or you can say any tool by which you can report certain things. So you are giving just an interpretation of what test has been applied. Now you are analyzing the things on the basis of, for example, there are 7 factors which have been identified via the factor analysis. Now you are interpreting it in this way, that which factor is how much important, what data have you collected, to what extent it is having the implication to your results, seeing the scenario, whatever you already have, on the basis of that particular thing makes sense to what extent. And then further, if you are recommending that to some you can say organization or some government or something to apply, then that is a application of that analysis. Apurva ji, it will take some time for you to, because unless you will be able to do some qualitative or quantitative research, you will not be able to analyze it in a better way.
Right, sir.
Yeah,
I got the notion of it,
yeah,
sir, but
what happens
it will be more.
In case of qualitative data, to some extent, interpretation analysis is same thing, one and the same thing. But in case of quantitative data, when we are applying certain tests, at that time, the interpretation is done first, that how you interpret the results. For example, some SPSS table is there in front of you. So writing the conclusions out of that SPSS table, that you are collecting certain things, that you are reporting that this was the mean, and this was the range, this was the standard deviation. So here you are interpreting that particular table which is provided to you by the software. Now after interpreting it, now you want to your mind start working. Okay, up to interpretation you are doing certain things mechanically. Whatever is being reported, you are just collecting the information, and now when you are trying to involve 2 or 3 factors all together, you are making conclusions out of it. That is your analysis. And when you apply that, when you send this analysis, or when you tell some organization to apply this analysis of your research, then it is a application of your PhD, or you can say application of your research. May it be PhD, may it be project, may it be anything whatsoever you have done, may it be a research paper which you have written, because research papers from the forums of the conference, you tell someone to apply certain things, that I utilize this forum to tell that the new education policy, particularly which has come up, is having certain shortcomings. The most important shortcome which I have given to certain people from one of the national forum was that the selection of vice chancellors, should be on the basis of the merit. It should not be a political. In government university it is political, and the things start from top to bottom. It flows from top to bottom. So what I could see, I gave the example of our university, that see how capable our vice chancellors are, the vice chancellors of the Manipal group, that they are capable of handling anything and everything. They are equipped with their leadership skills. They know how to take the people along. They know how to convert A grade into A plus grade while our analysis, our things was going on. And most of the people, those who are faculty members of our university, they know it very well. So this I gave this. So this was the application part which I analyzed from my data collection from the previous, that to what extent the vice chancellors have been able to run a organization, run an institution in a better way. So I could find that those organizations, those government organizations, especially those who are not at all having a capability of leadership skills, besides they are all every other skills, the universities are not doing well. Even if you see the scenario of the present time, the most of the government universities, they are not A+ accredited, but because they are government, they don't need any accreditation. But this is something biased. Anyways, I'm going more in it. So what the thing is, what I want to say is, so these are the things which we want to give to others. That has to be based on analysis and interpretation. Okay. So I told you that while we are doing qualitative data analysis, sometimes interpretation and analysis is one and the same thing. You are not able to distinguish between these. But in quantitative data, there is a clear-cut distinction between these. Okay. Apurva ji, have I satisfied you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let us proceed further with this, right? Yeah. So next is your the data collection in terms of used to be described as a process of preparing and collecting data. Data collection means we will be going with the process, is a systematic gathering of data for a particular purpose. That's what I told. Apurva ji, I think you were asking this. Systematic gathering of data for a particular purpose. Okay, so you are having a particular purpose for which you are collecting that particular data, and it has to be systematically first observed, recorded, organized. So this is the process. What we do, that's why I gave you the example of a child taking birth in the world. He actually observes, then he records, and then he organizes. So observation is something which is foremost important. And then when you record it, sometimes you interpret it, and then when you organize it and you start making meaning of it, then you analyze it. Okay, so data are basically inputs to any decision making process in any business. You can say, because I teach business more, so that's why I have written business over here. It can be anything. So you can replace this business with research. Okay, so data are the basic inputs to any decision making process in research. So research has to be decision oriented. Okay, so any process which is there, then it has to be done accordingly. So types of data, you know very well. There are 2 types of data. One is primary data, other is secondary data. Okay, so primary data is freshly collected, and you are collecting it for the first time, and it is original in its character. Okay, so you have decided to collect the data by the experiment. Suppose, for example, you are doing some experiment and you are collecting the data accordingly. So that what is a primary data. In case of social sciences, we get the information from the human beings, those who are working. Okay, so that data is again a primary data. So it can be experimental or non-experimental. Okay, experimental data in which you perform some experiment and you collect the data, seeing that experiment, observing that certain things. That's why whenever we take the notation of any experimental thing, we call it as an observation. What were our observations? Because that is the data which we are collecting. Okay, and in case of secondary data, it is something which has already been collected by someone else and we are using it. So the basic nature of primary and secondary data is a past data. It has already been collected and you are utilizing it. That's why it is a data which is second. Now you are a second person to use it. That's why it is called secondary. Primary data is which you are collecting, and then you may provide it to someone else for their further use. Then your primary data will become a secondary data after you have made conclusions out of it, right? Next is a data collection of primary data is how it is done. So there are several methods of collecting the primary data. Sir, मेरी class चल रही है. Okay, so there are several methods of collecting primary data, particularly in surveys, descriptive researches. We use this particular primary data. So in descriptive research, we obtain the primary data either by observation or through the direct communication with the respondents in one form or the other, or through the personal interviews. In case of you can say engineering, or you can say science, we collect the data by doing certain experiments. So by doing that experiments, we collect the data and we do the things on the basis of those observations which we are doing from the point of view of, you can say, the experiments or the collection from the respondents themselves. Okay, I hope you do not have any doubt till now. Yeah, Apurva ji, you have some questions still?
No, sir, sorry, I forgot to put my hand down.
It's okay. It's not a blunder that your hand was still raised, no problem. So yes, so there are certain merits and demerits of primary data. So demerits are something like that we must consider this as such while collecting data, right? So first merit is that it is targeted issued and is addressed. Means whatsoever data you are collecting, it is based on, you are very much focused about collecting that data. Okay, so you focus on that and you collect that data which is useful for you. Okay, so rest of the data is not at all collected, or rest of data is not at all to be addressed. Next is your data interpretation is better. Why? Because you have collected a focused data. So your interpretation will be well. Why? Because you have collected that data only which is relevant to you. Okay, otherwise in secondary data, what happens? We have to just, हिंदी में कहावत है, भूसे में से सुई निकालने जैसा. So it is something like that in case of secondary data, because there is lot of data and you have to take only those things which are relevant for you. It is difficult to do that. But in case of primary data, we are solving our purpose directly by utilizing that data itself. Okay, which is yes, Maya, you have some question?
Yes, sir. Sir, when we are doing our research, that time, is it necessary to take primary data or secondary data, or we can take both the datas and then come to a conclusion?
Again, Maya, totally depends on what is the requirement of the research which you are doing. So totally depends on that, because that's why before telling you about the data collection, I have told you about formulating the research problem. The four most important thing in the entire research is a proper formulation of your research problem. Okay, so until unless you know, you will not be able to formulate a research problem properly. If you are able to formulate a research problem properly, then everything else will be easy. Means your 50% research is done. I say it is already done. 50, nay, even 60, 70% sometimes I say. It is done once you have formulated your research problem. And by formulating your research problem, you understand and know that how to address that. Data collection is one of the steps towards addressing your formulated research problem only. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, Amit Kumar ji.
Sir, I want to ask that in case of targeted issues are addressed, so in that case, sir, what issues are there?
Means?
In case, yes, sir. What targeted issues means?
Yeah, give any example. Targeted issues such like the farmers' problem these days.
Okay, sir. So, that means we that is concerned with some practical areas.
No, I couldn't got your question, Amit ji.
Sir, actually, I want to know that there is given target issues are addressed. So there, which kind of issues we were addressing there, sir, in this case, in case of primary data.
I couldn't get you. Means what you are talking about targeted issues means what?
Sir, I didn't clear that, sir. First point, targeted issues are addressed in merits part of primary data, sir.
Okay, targeted issue. Okay. You want me to clarify that targeted issues?
Yes,
yeah. Okay, you want that clear. I thought you have some targeted issue and you are asking a resolution.
No, sir. No.
Just
sir.
now, just take a problem of this recent problem of these farmers is there, right? Now this is one of the targeted issues which I want to resolve. That what is there means, is there any problem from the part of the government, or are these people are sitting over there? There is a problem. That's why these all dharnas and these all things are going on and surrounded. Delhi is being surrounded by all the farmers over there. So this is one of the burning issue these days. Let us suppose this is one of the problem. Now what I have to do is, in order to see or in order to suggest to government that to what extent the policies which are applicable by the government are correct, incorrect, whatsoever, I first need to study all the policies and the laws which have been framed in order, because of which the farmers have properly have not been properly addressed either or they are not there. So what I'm doing is I am collecting a secondary data first, that what is the thing. Now then I will just survey the farmers. I will just go and survey the farmers that what is the problem, the basic ground level problem which they are facing. Okay, so here what just now was asked by Maya also, that here itself you have to see to what extent would I be able to resolve it with the help of the secondary data and the primary data which I have collected. Okay, so here the need of the time is both secondary and the primary, because I must be having some background in order to understand the problem, that what are the laws which have been framed or which are against the farmers and by which the farmers are so much annoyed. I have to first understand that. So in order to understand that, I have to collect the secondary data, and then I will ask the farmers that to what extent they are being faced, they have faced these problems. Okay, for example, this problem of MSP. MSP is, what is MSP? Anyone? Are you aware about the farmers problem going on in Delhi?
Minimum spot price.
Minimum
Selling price, maybe.
minimum selling
Minimum
price.
selling.
So that what
Minimum
absolutely. So
support.
that is being very good, Garvita. Yeah. So that is being guaranteed. Sukriti also, you have also told. So that is that previously was guaranteed by the government. Now it has been removed. The government wants now the open market. Now open market is good for everyone, but at this time, are we able to survive the open market or not? That is a big question. So have the farmers been convinced properly for it? Or is this a correct time to just implement it? Or it is just has it just been implemented like our this demonetization also happened in such a manner which was not been decided before, and instantly it happened. Nobody was prepared for it. So is it like that? So that what is the problem, and the government also needs to understand to some extent. Farmers also need to understand. So a good research can happen on this, and a good data can be collected at the ground level itself, which can be one of the issues which will help the government to resolve the problem at the ground stage itself. Okay, so here both the types of data are being collected. Now I hope Amit Kumar ji, you are able to understand what is the focused problem. The focus problem over here is what is the focus of my problem is that the farmers problem which is going on, because of which they are collected over there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Have I addressed you?
That's clear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I also understand that survey type of data, that is the part of actually primary data collection, sir.
Absolutely, sir. That is the primary data itself. Because
Yes,
when we are
sir.
surveying, when we are collecting a first-hand information, whatever data it is, if we are
Yes.
collecting a first-hand information, may it be you can say the experimental data, or may it be a data from which we are collecting the information from. Both are the primary data ones. Right, sir? Amit ji?
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Maya, you had some question. You raised hand. You just put it down. I hope you have.
Sir, actually, few people on the group are asking for the link of the class. So I don't know how to share it. If anybody knows, please do,
Still the link
because
of the
few
class is-
people are waiting.
Okay, what I'm doing is.
So, but
I'm putting it in a chat box, right? But the thing is that why they are asking for the link, they should have. All of you have not joined with the link, na? Why they are asking for the link?
no, but then, sir, if you don't register or you pin the lecture, then it won't show in your calendar.
No, it is always there in my, and it has to appear. It has to appear. I have already shared it. It has to appear in your.
So sometimes there's a problem. Even on Thursdays and Fridays, if there was some issue with like joining the class from the calendar.
Who is this?
Sometimes
Apurva ji?
there's a
Apurva ji,
technical
what
hiccup.
happens?
Sir.
Let me tell you what happens. For Thursday and Friday's class, I have not scheduled it for the remaining days. It will happen only when I will schedule you. Okay, because that is our say that we have to conduct a class on. And now and onwards, because I think Apurva ji, we had a talk about this in between, that on Thursday and Fridays we will be having our sessions for the guest this expert lectures. Right, so
Yes,
that
sir.
has to be started.
So
but
midterms
these exams
got delayed by a week, and now midterms are from on
sure.
11th and 12th of January.
No problem. So this week, do you want it this week to be scheduled on Thursdays and Fridays?
Sir.
Or you want to?
So I think from next.
See, those who have attended my classes regularly, they need not to prepare at all. And let me tell you, I'm going to share this PPT with you. Nothing is going to come out of this PPT, I'm telling you. Fine. Anyways, but this all material is yours. No problem. Okay. So yeah, but let me tell you one thing. The application of this PPT, I will ask, and it will be, you have to apply your minds in order to do the paper. Maybe possible your this may take maybe 60 or 70% of your time to address my questions in the papers, rather than the objective part. You can means the part B is calculative more, right? This is art, that is a science. Let me tell you, this is a bifurcation between section A and section B. So here it will be difficult for all of you to answer, though it will seem अरे बहुत easy है, but मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, एक बार पसीना आ जाएगा आपको. Okay, because when you will be starting ना, then you will, ऐसा होने वाला आपके साथ में. आप जब जैसे आप पेपर का आंसर देने लगोगे ना, क्वेश्चन आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. आप सोचोगे यार इसको स्टार्ट कहाँ से करूँ. Okay, so be prepared for that. Yeah, Ritu ma'am, you have some question?
Yes, sir. Since it was about the expert lectures and scheduling,
Yeah.
would just request in case we could do it on 15th onwards, because we have an SDC also planned on 13th.
See, again, what the thing is, that is not compulsory for everyone to attend all the classes. Also, you have 75%.
Yeah, but I have opted for the first one.
So it can be for you. It can be rescheduled. No problem.
All right. All right.
No problem. It's not hard and fast that you have already given the dates. And
Yeah.
But the thing is that
Yeah, we
because
would
you
prefer
have
to attend all of
you have a strong
it.
reason for rescheduling it, so it will be rescheduled. No problem. But the thing is that it doesn't mean that we keep on, everyone keep on. Otherwise, Manojji and Apurva madam will be having a problem of arranging it, right? So you have a strong reason that you have your SDC. No problem. It can be done. Yeah, Anupama ji.
Question was, will the paper be objective or subjective or both?
I think you already have received the instruction for that. This time it is subjective paper.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And your end term will be objective one and subjective both.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Garvita.
So I was asking, like, can we get just some practice papers? Like
Practice
last year
what?
papers that practice midterm papers. Like last year papers, like how will be the paper? We have some idea. We can get some
I'm
idea.
telling you, it will not, nothing will come from the last year papers also. Because the
No, sir,
pedagogy
just
which
the
I have adopted this time, this is
pattern.
for the first time I am doing this. Still, if you want, I can share, no problem. You want? I will share with you. Don't worry. I will share with everyone. Means with you means
Yes,
everyone.
for everyone only.
Everyone. Yeah. Apurva ji.
So from this Thursday and Friday, I'll schedule for the expert lectures. I'll organize like the serial order and the sequence of presentation.
From my side, there is no problem at all.
That
Because
I'll ask
once,
if
until unless we start it, it will. We have to. एक बार पहले starting में we have to ignite it. Then it will roll on. And we have been postponing it for a long time.
Yes, sir.
मनोज सर से पूछ लीजिए, उनको फर्स्ट देना है.
ठीक है.
मनोज जी.
Sir. हाँ sir.
I hope you are ready for that.
Yes, I am ready for it.
That should be the spirit. You should be ready. See, expert lecture is something which is close to your heart. You must be able to present it anytime. मुझे कोई रात को उठा के बोले ना रिसर्च मैथोलॉजी पे कुछ पूछना है, हाँ मैं नींद में भी बोल सकता हूँ. So it should be like that. Okay. Yes, Ruma, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Sir, if you can take one practice test before midterm so that we get to know how to answer your paper, as you are telling, it will be very difficult for us to answer. So that will be a practice.
It will not be difficult, my dear. You have to apply your, it will seem to be very, very easy.
Okay.
Right. So, okay, what Garvita has told, I will share some papers from the previous class itself. Okay. It will make you think. आपको सोचना पड़ेगा उसमें लिखने के लिए. ये जो अब ये PPTs में से आप और मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. I will put it as a open resource, right? Open book नहीं, आप इंटरनेट खोलिए. Right? See what the thing is, the things which you need. आप PhD करते हो तो क्या करते हो? It is open resource or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know open resource
It
paper.
is.
मतलब paper क्या होता है? It is totally wherever or whatever you want to access, you can do that. होता है ना?
Yes, sir.
तो
Yes, sir.
मेरा तो अभी मुझे बात करनी है इस बारे में. I have to talk about that. My paper should also be open resource. This will be a unique paper in the university which is going to be open resource one, not open book. Open resource आप कहीं से कुछ भी देखो.
Yes,
right?
sir.
But the thing is that
sir.
keep in mind you have only 1 hour.
Yes, sir. That is the thing. Within 1 hour, we have to write and also upload the thing. That is a challenging thing. I know.
No, 15 minutes extra will be given for uploading.
Okay. That's great.
Please
Thank
go
you
through
so much.
These directions of the examination.
Okay,
right. Yeah,
sir.
Mehak,
Sure,
you want to say something? Ankit ji? Ankit Sharma ji? Mehak Sharma ji?
Sir, I have a question. I'm sorry I can't put my video on. But the thing is,
this excuse will not work, Mehak. You have to.
So I was doing some work. Okay.
That's what is not allowed. While you
Is it
are
okay,
doing
sir?
some work, your attendance will not be counted. That's why I have told everyone to be
No, sir, I
on
have to
with
go somewhere, then I return to the place. That's why. Okay.
No.
I was just asking
100%
one
you
thing.
have to be here mentally, physically while you are attending these classes. Everyone is there. See, you can see faces of everyone, and they are very keen to just know and understand. Yes, Mahek.
Sorry, sir. The thing I want to ask is, we have one paper for research methodology, like part A and part B combined,
Yes, of
or
course.
or different? Because we have different faculties, so I was confused in that. Like you are
Hardly
teaching
matters. So
part
what?
A.
See
Okay, there will be
what the
one paper.
process will be. Let me tell you the process.
Mhm.
The combined paper will be given to all of you, and it will be different from faculty wise. It will be different. Those who are teaching whatsoever. My part A will be common for everyone, right? So as soon as you will be uploading your these things, papers and all, I think I will be able to receive it on the very next day. First, I will evaluate your part B, part A, and then we'll send the copies for evaluation for the part B. And the teacher who is teaching you part B will evaluate it accordingly and will show the copies to you. Or otherwise, what I will do is that I will show you all the copies after evaluation. Okay, evaluation of my part, and then the remaining part can be done by the other teacher.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Fine.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
sir. So
Ankit ji, you have some
1 hour
question?
combined, 1 hour.
Yeah, one combined. 4 questions will be there. I think two from part A and 2 from part B. Yes, Ankit ji, any question?
Sir,
Yeah, Pooja. Your hand was also raised, Pooja. Yeah, tell me.
I was asking the paper will be of 20 marks or 10 marks?
It will be 20 marks.
10 marks. Okay, thank you.
10 marks from each part A and part B.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Means whatever you will be writing, it will be rather more difficult for me to evaluate your papers rather than you be writing the papers or preparing the papers even. Anyways, yeah, Mahek and Ankit, I hope I have addressed you. You can put down your
Yes,
hand.
sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So further, I've told you that data interpretation is better in case of the primary data. Further, there is a high accuracy of the data when you are collecting a primary data because you have collected it by your own hands, by your own observations, or by your own experiments. The accuracy of the data will be more because if we do some things by our own, we have more reliability rather than telling someone else to collect the data for us or using the data which is being collected by someone else. Okay, so it is having a high accuracy rather as compared to the secondary data. Further, it address as specific research issues. So we have a focused issue to be addressed, and accordingly we have collected the data. So it will be focused on that particular data itself. That's why the researches which are on primary data, they are more authenticated, they are more important, and they are more reliable. And further, you have a greater control. Why? Because you yourself are collecting data. You know what research problem you have to address, and accordingly you have to mold your method of data collection, or you can say the things which you are collecting as such. Means the data which you are collecting that can be molded according to your need and your research problem. At the same time, the demerits are that it involves a lot of cost because when you are collecting or primary data, you have to do some experiment, and when you do experiments are costly. And even if you are collecting a data primarily from the respondents by questionnaire, or you can say in the social science we do it. So in that case also it is sometimes expensive. You have to go, suppose I have to collect data from these kisans, or you can say the farmers from who have surrounded Delhi. So I have to travel from here to there. I have to take leave from the university. So there is a cost involved directly or indirectly in order to address it. Further, it is time consuming. So whenever you are collecting data, it is time consuming, means you have to involve some time. Secondary data you already have access of. Okay, from that again you have to collect. So it is less time consuming rather than collecting a primary data. So more number of resources are required. Suppose I have to survey, suppose for example, census surveys to be done entire India. So again, the census is due in 2021. This year census survey will be done. So every person, so entire population is a target for it. So it involves a huge cost also, and more resources, more people will be required in order to collect the data. Further, there is there can be some inaccurate feedback. Okay, so this is something very, very important. So when you are observing,
फोटो भेजिए, उसमें वो अमरजीत सर ने खींच कर वो जो लगे रहते हैं ना फ्लैट, उस पे लिखा हुआ है पंकज देमला सर का नंबर।
तो आपने मुझे भेज दिया ना?
Anyways, so there can be inaccuracy also while collecting the data. So data can be inaccurate. Why? Because the environment and the now see, the data which I am delivering you may be inaccurate just because I am influenced by all these sounds which just now appeared, right? So even if you are collecting a primary data, the primary thing which you are receiving, right? Now what can be a secondary one? Your notes, somebody else referring, yaar tere notes dena yaar sir ne class mein kya padhaya tha. Okay, because now exams are there, so that will be a secondary one for them, right? So once you are collecting the data, and if the inaccurate feedback is there, or if inaccurate terms and conditions, or you can say the environment of the experiment in which you are doing the experiment is not appropriate, you cannot generalize it. So you have to be very, very, very careful while collecting the primary data. Further, it requires a lot of skill and labor, because you need to prepare such questionnaires, you need to prepare an instrument, you need to prepare a scale, you have to prepare the experiments, and you have to set the environment of the experiment in such a way which is optimum, in which you want to collect the data. So in that case, there are a lot of merits and demerits in primary data itself, right? Yeah, Rituji, some question was there from your side.
Yes, sir. So for secondary data, we have like so many parameters to be done. Like we have so and so published material, and maybe this Scopus thing, and there's so many quality checks. Like how do we collect? But for primary, then how do we check that quality? How do we make sure that whatever we are doing is actually
very good question you have asked, Rituji.
We have covered everything what is to be done for the.
Let me tell you one thing. When we are collecting primary data, mostly primary data is quantitative mostly, and even if when it is qualitative, still we have checks and balances. There are two tools which are called validity and reliability. Okay, you can just make a note of it. When we are collecting the primary data, so the validity and reliability of the data has to be checked, and it has to be addressed properly. Okay, so there are tools regarding the doing this validity check and reliability check, right? So these are again parts of your section part B. So it would be misleading if I will be telling you about these. So I'm just giving you hints that please ask your teachers that sir ye reliability and validity kya hota hai? They will tell you that how this will, and very good question you have asked, Ritu madam, as always, right? So so just please ask them that how to authenticate, because here you have raised a very good issue, because secondary data when you are collecting, then you should not just Google off. It should be from reliable sources, and this reliability comes when the things are listed properly. Okay, fine. Yeah, anyone else? Okay, so the sources of primary data can be either by observation method. I have already told you observation when you are doing experiments, or you can say you are observing certain things. Okay, so that is one. Even qualitative data is also collected with the help of observation. So this observation method is there. Further, interview method is there. If you are having if your purpose is solved by the interview, then totally depends on the your research question, right? Further, collection of data through questionnaires are there. This is the most common method which is used in social science and even in the sciences in order to collect the data from the questionnaires. Interview method is a method in which you have to go in depth. This questionnaire method is used when you have to go in breadth. Okay, and further is through schedules. So schedules are nothing but the other form of the questionnaires itself. There are certain things which are prepared in a way. So we will be going with all these methods one by one in our upcoming next classes. Okay, so up till here, I will stop my presentation over here. So from tomorrow, we will start this observation method. And from this and onwards, we will be going with each and every method of collecting data. And also we will look into the merits and demerits of each method and how and what care you have to need in order to collect the data through these methods. OK, so thank you for listening me. Any question till now or anything you would like to ask me regarding your exams, regarding anything else or anything you would like to address me? Yes. Yeah, Rumaji.
Sir, I have a question related to this today's topic, how I will decide which method is most suitable for my kind of research, the topic that I am working with.
I've already told you, Ruma, because it totally depends on your research problem. If you share your research problem, I can address. So in next class, we can do, I will take some couple of, you can say, the practical problems. So Ruma,
Okay,
your
sir.
problem will be the first problem which I'll be addressing tomorrow.
Okay,
You
sir.
have
Okay,
to share
sir.
with me your what you call is your
Research question.
research problem and problem statement,
Okay.
and then I will tell
Okay.
you that how we will be able to relate these methods with those, right? Yeah,
Okay, sir.
Deepika.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Deepika ji.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. My question is on this, will in this case, it will be primary data or secondary data if, as a psychologist, I give my questionnaire to a doctor who doesn't want me to be at the OPD because of the COVID situation and expose more people to the patient. So if I give my questionnaire through the doctor to the patient, will it be a collection of primary data or secondary data?
Yeah, this is sometimes it is not advisable, because if you are giving your questionnaire through doctor to someone else, there can be some you can say data loss in between. So it is not advisable, rather because may it be a COVID time and whatsoever, but you may have to, if you really want to do a research and you are so keen to do it, and from the COVID patients only you want to do it, then you have to purchase one PPE kit, madam. Wear that PPE kit, go to the patients, take the permission and complete your survey. And while you are doing this, take your photograph in a PPE kit and paste it into your research paper also, that you have done so much of effort. Sometimes people do it and it is appreciable too, that how you are doing it. Okay, and that's the proof of collecting a real data too. So
Okay,
until unless you, because what happens, there is one you might I think there is a grapevine game, if you have played it sometimes, that if I tell you something, you tell someone else and he also tells someone else, there will be distortion of the information. So sometimes when you all will be physically present over here, we will play this game, and that what happens, this is a communication game. Okay, so उसमें अर्थ का अनर्थ होता है. I will show you, if I have that video with me, I will give you that video, that how there is a distortion of the information, and that only happens when you are collecting a data, right? And you have to explain certain questions to someone. Until and unless you yourself, who is intended to do certain research, is present over there, that data collection will be of no use at all. Okay. Yeah, Pooja. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was asking that in the timetable there was written self-study courses exams. So I was not able to know like which paper is this.
Self-study paper, you contact your guide.
Okay.
They will be deciding what is a self-study paper and what you have to address. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Fine.
you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Maya, you have something to ask? Yes, Maya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask the syllabus for the test of MDA.
Whatever I will be teaching
for your
till 1 day before your exams will be in the syllabus. Okay. Yeah. Shairi madam.
Yes, sir. So, do we need to write our answers on an A4 sheet, or we can use like a fresh notebook?
You can use anything you want. But for us,
Okay.
your answer should be clearly seen. Means it should
Visible.
be properly visible. It should not be blurred. So please take proper time for scanning and uploading those papers. And please, that uploading must happen within 15 minutes. So you can, even if you want, I can fix up one session for you for trial uploading of whatever you want to upload.
So one more thing. So the uploading.
Yes, sir. That will be great.
Fine. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
और आपको एक वो क्या बोलते हैं, मुझे समझ में नहीं आता, आप इतना मतलब लोग बाग भागते हैं एग्जाम से, एंड यू गाइज वांट मी टू जस्ट टेक वन मॉक टेस्ट बिफोर.
Yes, sir.
Do you really want it?
Definitely for us.
No, if you really want it, I can give you. Please give your opinion on our WhatsApp group that you want a mock test to happen. I will take the mock test. No, I
Yes,
don't
sir,
have any
yes,
problem.
sir, we want-
But you must
We don't
give it
want to
seriously.
fail in the MT exam.
You have to give it seriously then, please. Be serious about it. And those who want to give, they only give it. Otherwise, there is no need. Because again, I have to evaluate. Yeah. Yeah, Shari, anything else?
So the uploading should, like, we need to like convert it to a PDF, or we can
Of
like
course, you have
upload
to
in the
convert it
JPG
into
format.
PDF. Of course, it has to
Okay,
be
sir. Okay, thank you.
right? Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone, anything else? Yes, Anu Prakash ji, you want to say something?
Sir, I need mock test.
Sorry?
I need a mock test.
Okay. You are saying. So you can put it in the in chat box over here also, those who want, and also put it over there in your in
I
our
already
WhatsApp.
said in WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Gitika, any question? Not at all. Hope you are doing well. Okay, good. Yeah. So let us sign off. We'll see you again tomorrow. Okay. If still, if you have any question, I'm always there on your WhatsApp itself, right? So that can always be done. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
All of you. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care, sir. Happy New Year.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you.